Live from right field on the south side of Chicago. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next. On the hill for the White Sox, Davis Martin. What do we have on him?
Well, he's allowing just over one base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
And we're underway here on the south side of Chicago. The 1-0. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Stepping in, Brooks Lee. And the 0-1.
No, that's a ball.
South side of Chicago, just getting started here. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2 stays alive. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Next offering is downstairs. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
2 down, base is empty. And now Austin Martin. Fastball is outside. The 1-0.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
2 down, nobody on. Just missed. Fastball for a strike. Draws the walk there.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Checks over to first, back safely. Here's Josh Bell. And first offering is fouled off. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Got him looking that's a strikeout. Now it's the White Sox turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at right field. And on the hill for the Twins, Connor Prelim. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
That one fouled off. The 1-1. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. One gone, bottom half of the first. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer. Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Late with the swing there. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started, and now for the Twins, Cody Clemens.
That's off the corner.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. 1 out in the second.
Batting 6, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Here's Orlando Arcia. He's been a great free agent sign. Martin, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Outside low, ball 3. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Payoff pitch. This to third. Vargas zips it across. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 7th, second baseman, Luke Keeschel.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Luke Keeschel. Yeah, that's fouled off. Keeschel starting up the middle at second. Made his big league debut when he was 23 years old. And he was a second-round pick in 2023. It's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Ryan Kreidler.
Now the batter now, Ryan Kreidler. Quick toss to first. Keeschel back on a dive. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Coming home. He will score, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So runner at second, 2 down. Alex Jackson, the next Twin up to hit.
That's the ball.
Man at second. In the air to left center. Peters on the move. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. And the Twins plate 1 on the double. It's now 1-0. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Here on the south side. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Colson Montgomery.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Ball.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
1-1 now. Oh, he botches it. Flips it, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Chase Maidra steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Fastball for a strike. 0-2 now.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Struck him out looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Ball, inside.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Top half of the 3rd inning, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Byron Buxton.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Ball.
Fastball for a strike. The 1-2. Ripped towards 3rd. On to 1st. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
For the Twins, third baseman,
And here's a look at how
Lee.
he's using his pitches in this one. So up next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. He's 0 for 1. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
1 down. Austin Martin, the next Twin up to hit. He reached on a walk his first time. This one in the air, center field. Out. Number 2.
Up next for the Twins, first baseman Josh Bell.
Josh Bell at the plate now. Struck out looking his first time.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a ball and 2 strikes. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Minnesota solo shot extends the lead. It's now a 2-0 ball game. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here on the south side, set for the bottom of the 3rd, Tristan Peters steps to the plate for the White Sox. And a foul ball. That's to 3rd, Lee. Zips it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting 8th, catcher, Drew Romo.
Next to hit, Drew Romo. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Here's the 2-2. Way high. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's the rookie right fielder.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. Romo glides around third. Relay throw home. Safe. It's 2-1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
One down, runner at third. Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Clemens gets under it. He's got it. Runner tags from third. And he's safe. Great effort, but it's a tie ball game.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
2 down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and the count now 2-0.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And a 2-1 on the way. Just missed.
That's the way.
Tied up here in the early going. Late on that fastball. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall. 3 innings complete. We are tied 2-2. Back at right field, out of the 4th.
Well, they just scored some runs in that last frame, and now they have to make sure they don't cough them up on defense right away. No better time than right now to have a 1-2-3 inning.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, these Twins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Here's the 0-2. Good job to fight that one off.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Up next for Minnesota, shortstop,
Orlando Arcia, the next twin up to hit. He's 0 for 1.
No, that's a ball. Yes.
Missed with a changeup. 2-1. Next offering
high.
Upstairs. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. 2 down.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
So up next for Minnesota, Luke Keeschel. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Strike one.
That clips the corner. He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. One, two now.
Ball.
Up the middle. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
Go ahead run on base. Ryan Kreidler digs in now. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And now it's even
that's
up.
a ball.
On the ground, Montgomery. And that is that. One left for Minnesota. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Here on the south side, bottom 4, Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That's out to center field. Kreidler under this one. Takes it in for the out.
And yeah, a lot of the blame for those walks goes to the mound, but I credit these guys for not getting anxious and fed up. They're staying disciplined, which is easier said than done sometimes.
So up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. Swings through that one for strike one.
Ball one. That's a ball.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Arcia whips it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Up next for the White Sox, second baseman, Chase.
So digging in, Chase Mydroff. Struck out looking and dispersed it back.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
In there at the knees. Line drive. And the inning is over. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the Twins catcher, Alex Jackson.
Well, these Twins, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Here's Byron Buxton, cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him.
That's the ball.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball there. The 1-1 is fouled off. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. Now here is Brooks Lee. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike. The changeup missing, and 1-1.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. We've hit the halfway point, tied 2-2. Back here on the south side, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Andrew Benintendi steps to the plate for the White Sox.
You know, these White Sox being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Kreidler takes it in for the out. One away.
I mean, they're getting hittable pitches. That's why they're called strikes. But going back to the dugout, knowing you could have done something with what you got is frustrating for hitters.
Peters, 26 years old, and he was born in Canada. That one at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Ball.
In the air, left field. 2 away.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Drew Romo. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
Oh, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
On the ground, right side, and that'll do it. Through 5, all even at 2-2. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And now here is Austin Martin.
The designated hitter, Austin Martin.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. First sign of movement in the White Sox bullpen. Ryan Hudson, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Newcomb getting loose as well. And the 1-0. Out to center. And there's one away.
Up next for the Twins.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that is out of play. The 0-1. High fly ball out to center field. Peters under it, and that quickly 2 away.
Up next for Minnesota, right fielder
Cody Clemens, the next Twin up to hit. Two down, nobody on. And that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for Minnesota, shortstop.
Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. The Twins with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Over to first, and he's saved. The 0-1.
Ball.
And he grounds one to the right side. In plenty of time to first, third out. Home half of the sixth inning coming up. Deadlocked at 2 apiece. Back at right field, bottom of the sixth. Number 13 now at the plate.
Number 13.
Ball.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Here's the White Sox DH, Sam Antonacci. Inside. And that's ball one. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Taylor Rogers loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Bonda, the power lefty, up as well. The 1-0. On the ground, out to short. Fires to first, and they got him.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Munetaka Murakami getting ready to hit. Gotta be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. Fair ball. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now the third baseman, Miguel Vargas. And that one almost hit him.
The two-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
And that one fouled off. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Rips one to right. And that is that. So 1 left for the White Sox. Score remains 2-2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Hudson.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season in keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Luke Diesel digs in now. He's 2 for 2.
Hey!
And that's through there for a strike. 0-2. Makes the catch, 1 down.
Up next for Minnesota. Center fielder,
Here's the center fielder, Ryan Kreidler.
No, that's a ball.
Late swing fouled off. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Twins, catcher Alex Jackson.
And here's Alex Jackson. On a bounce right side. Tosses to first. Out number 3. Down go the Twins in order. And this game is still tied at 2-2.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Taylor Rogers.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Colson Montgomery now at the plate.
Montgomery.
There's a strike.
Ball.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Stays alive. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. One away. Big time out leading off the home 7th. Chase Maidra steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Second baseman, Chase Maidra.
Nope, outside.
That clips the corner. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. In the dirt, full count now. That one to first. Bell handles the chance. He takes it on his own. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
Left fielder, Andrew
Benintendi to the plate.
No.
There's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. One and 2 now.
Ball 2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. There's a line drive to left field, and that is that. Offense held in check there. We look ahead to inning number 8. We are tied 2-2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sean Newcomb.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Back to the top of the order, Byron Buxton getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. The lefty, the 1-0.
Ball.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
That's in there. That's strike 1. And a big swing and a miss. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. They keep a big threat off the bases. Huge in a tie game like this. 1 out. Brooks Lee, the next twin up to hit. He's already homered in this game. Up
Ball
and
one.
in. Ball 1. To the left side, but it is well fouled. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's got it. 2 down.
Up next for Minnesota, the designated hitter, Austin Martin.
And now, Austin Martin.
Yes.
Two down, nobody on. Newcomb, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Way inside.
Ball 3.
Josh Bell in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one 95 to finish him off. It's the Twins 2 and the White Sox 2. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Edgar Carroll.
Looking for a spark to untie this game.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Arcia whips it to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher Drew.
Now the catcher up to hit, Drew Romo. A switch hitter batting right. And fouled off. That's too low. Ball 1. Up the middle. Slinging it to first in time.
Now batting, right fielder, number 13.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Taylor Rogers departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
The new
Minnesota,
pitcher in the game, Anthony Banda.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And now the right fielder. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Swing and a bouncer. Now the throw to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. It's the Twins 2 and the White Sox 2. Now, and on the mound, the closer, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Josh Bell getting ready to hit. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flied to center. That one's upstairs, ball 1. That clips the corner. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball, different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Cody Clemens, the next Twin up to hit. Chop back up the middle. What a stop. Throw to first. On the money. Nice play.
Up next for the Twins, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Ball.
Movement
Outside.
for the White Sox in their bullpen. Grant Taylor, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. In the air, right field, on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. It's the 9th, and we are tied. Here on the south side, bottom of the 9th inning, and this one is tied, coming right down to the wire. Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. Outside corner, there's a strike. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Zebby Matthews getting ready to go. And the lefty with the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And a 1-2. Got him swinging.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
So up next for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. 0-1. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. And now it's 1-2. Chopper right side. And it goes just foul. Here's a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Whoa.
All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. The 1-1 is fouled off. Vargas trying to send this to extra innings. This one chopped up the middle. Bounces into the outfield for a base hit. And the winning run is aboard.
Well, here we go. Winning run is on base with 2 away. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
At the plate, Colson Montgomery. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That one catches the corner for a strike. Montgomery wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. So the call will stand. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Step off, throw to first. And he just got his hand in there.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
0-1 now. And this one squirts away from the catcher. The throw into second. Tag out. And they cut down the winning run at second. That's the 3rd out. And we're headed to extras. Back here on the south side. On to extra innings. Luke Keeschel digs in now. And that's in for a strike. Hit on the ground to the right side. Murakami steps on the bag. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Making a move at third and pinch running for the Twins, James Outman. You don't see a lot of pinch runners at third, but with less than 2 outs, they're hoping he gives them a better chance to score. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Sir Anthony Dominguez out of the game, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. White Sox going with a new arm, Grant Taylor.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
So now pitch hitter for Minnesota, Victor Caratini.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
This one in the air center field. Acuna should have this one. And that's the third out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
Back here in
Minnesota,
extras,
number
and a new
52.
pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Zebby Matthews.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Tristan Gray, he's the new shortstop as he comes in. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one finds the corner, and that is strike 1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Man at second.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Line drive, leaps it, he's got it.
Great hops right there, Boog. He timed it just right to bring that liner down, and he saved enough.
So up next for Chicago, Chase Maidron.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Just missed.
That's a ball.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. The winning run crosses the plate, and the White Sox walk it off in extra innings.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
A 3-2 final score in this one. A one-run extra